everyone, and welcome to the talk series at Serendipity Arts Festival. As many of you are aware, SAF is one of South Asia's largest multidisciplinary festival that brings together performative, visual, and culinary practices from India and beyond. The City as Stage course addressed the ways in which the performing arts can move beyond traditional values and institutions to activate everyday sites where people live and gather. Our course director, Vikram Furkan, is here with us. And our course advisor was Pooja Ghai from Tamasha Theatre Company, UK. I'd also like to invite Ruchira Das, Director, Arts India, British Council, to say a few words.
Thank you so much, and wonderful to be here, especially because it was, I think, less than a year, almost a year back that we thought of doing this together with Serendipity Arts Festival, thinking of a program that could have modules, that would be delivered online, but what do we do about the physical element of it? And, would we have an open call? How many people would we have? So from that point to here, where I'm now waiting to see what all of you have to present, is really been a fabulous journey. And I was very lucky to be able to attend one of the modules, unfortunately not all 8. And it was, and I've been following it through reports that have been coming to us. And it's really an exciting new project that we started. And as you know, at the British Council, our aim is to find new ways to connect cultural practitioners and artists across India and the UK. And I think this has been a fabulous experiment. And I should just say good luck to all of you and looking forward to see what you have to present. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bhavya, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the showcase of the 4 unique projects which were developed as part of the City as Stage course, a course on performance and urban space. So we'll begin with the first project of the evening, titled Trials Treadmills, co-conceived by Puer Deorum and Malavika PC. Malavika is a visual artist and performer. Her practice is supported by an interdisciplinary approach to arrive at strong graphic abstractions inspired by how we view the world through the conditionings of our human and cognitive existence. She occupies herself with discovering where matter and life are poised. Through deft play in the mediums of painting, paper, photography, word, video, and performance, she expresses these sources and centers of movements, time, and bodies, both animate and inanimate, within and around her. Over the years, through her interdisciplinary workshops, Malavika disseminates her evolving pedagogy to children, teachers, and fellow artists across disciplines. Puer Deorum is a performance artist with nearly a decade of experience focusing on durational and site-specific works in public spaces. With a background in visual arts, their practice explores the dynamics of urban landscapes, aiming to disrupt conventional notions of performance by moving away from traditional stage and gallery settings. As a Bangladeshi diaspora artist raised in London, Puer is particularly interested in the intersections of public art, urban architecture, and community engagement. They are passionate about examining the social, cultural, and political implications of public performances. Over to you, Malavika and Puer. Banana. The project is titled Trials Treadmills. Malavika PC and Puer Deorum's project addresses the concerns and boundaries of access to public and private spaces. As artists and citizens of their respective locations across London, UK, and Chennai, they build on the iconography of the red tape.
Ladies and gentlemen,
as a symbol of bureaucracy, as a metaphor for delayed progress, much like Rube Goldberg's chain reaction machines, which involve numerous complicated steps to achieve a simple goal that could be accomplished with just one or two. Their research and body of work stem from their shared experience of tackling the perplexing labyrinth of paperwork, regulatory bottlenecks, and rules of compliance from people and systems they never really meet. They provoke the invisible forces, those who take the guise of making the way, but instead stand in the way of getting from point A to point B. Their trials are a play on the convoluted measures.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Their trials are a play on the
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, perfect. கொஞ்சம் மேல தூக்கு. Okay. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You are inside the frame now, that's okay? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ready? Start.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No. Take. Fast. Start.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ready. முடிச்சுட்டேன் அவ்வளோதான்.
I just thought I'd walk around and record the aftermath.
ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay. No.
ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,
Done now.
ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,